was young, they told me I should put the pencil away. I gotta color the picture because
You're listening to the Pickleball Lounge podcast, Toledo's home for all things pickleball. News, tips, and local action served weekly. This is the man right here.
The man.
Go ahead, Stacy.
Hello, this is Kyle. He owns La Casa, and he was generous enough to let us do the podcast here today. We love La Casa. We come here quite a bit, so.
We appreciate you, Kyle.
Thank you, Kyle.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate you letting us use your space. It's awesome.
It's
And it's beautiful up here.
Yeah, it is.
Him and
This
his
is
wife just redid it not too long ago.
the VIP lounge. Yeah, we really appreciate you. Thanks for coming up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, so we are here. You know what, Stacey, I'm going to have you introduce everyone here. Kind of just tell us what you guys are about, the club that you've started, and we'll kind of go from there, okay?
Okay. My name is Stacy Crawford. This is Letcher Jones. And this is Carla Walker. Keisha Tabb, and Darlene Rose. We are about half of the group. There's 13 of us right now. It's Pink Ladies Cigar Club. I started the group back January 10th of 2025, and it's a ladies-only cigar group.
Okay.
And it's the very first ladies-only cigar group in Toledo, Ohio.
Okay, so obviously the smoking of cigars, most would think is a very male-dominated hobby. What made you think, or was there a certain instance that you're like, okay, you kind of feel pushed out of the man side of cigars, that is that why you started your own group, or what's the reasoning behind it?
I was dating somebody who was in a men's cigar group here in Toledo, and we would go to different lounges every weekend, and I was like, oh well, hey, I want to be a part of your group. Can I join your group? And they're like, no, we don't have. It's just for men. So I'm like, okay. So then he actually left that group and went and started his own group, and I said, oh well, I'm all in now. I'll just join your group. And he said, no, it's only for men. So I said, okay, well, November of 2024, we were on the cigar cruise. And I said, I'm going to start my own cigar group. And it's going to be called for ladies, and it's going to be called Pink Ladies Cigar Group.
Okay.
Spoke it into existence January 10th. I just put on social media, any ladies interested in smoking cigars, kind of word of mouth. And I think like maybe 10 or 12 ladies showed up for the first meeting.
And the ladies with the mics, did you have similar experiences? Well, what's your experiences with cigars in general?
So my experience with cigars, my husband belongs to a cigar club. And, I've seen them, doing their thing. And I'm like, I started smoking every now and again or whatever. And it was very relaxing. I found it very enjoyable. It's men's only. I was not interested in joining their club. So when I knew of Stacy just from seeing her out at different events. And she did come to me and asked about, I'm starting a cigar club and are you interested, blah, blah, blah. And it just kind of just went from there. We had that first meeting and, it sounded good. I thought about it, went home and, mulled it over. And then I was like, okay, I'm in and we'll just kind of see where it goes.
Yeah.
And here we are almost a year later.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And yourself?
Well, my story is a lot different from their story.
Mm-hmm.
I met Stacy at a bar, and I was sitting at the bar, and I was trying to get a drink. And she said, you want to join my club?
And I said, do you smoke cigars?
No. She asked me, she said, yeah, do you smoke cigars? I said, no. I said, I don't smoke cigars. She said, well, I have a club. Would you like to be a part of my club? And I said, well, I don't smoke cigar. She said, well, you don't have to. You can still be a part of the club. So we exchanged numbers, and she sent me the information over right away. I was impressed. And then with learning the one-on-one with cigars, because I'm a non-smoker. So we're just getting the education and learning all about the cigars, the different kinds and how you cut and everything. So it's been a learning experience for me. I'm so proud that I'm happy that I joined the group due to the sisterhood. I always want to be a part of something, to give back to the community and to be a part of something. So I found that amongst these women, and it's a great group of women. I'm glad that she asked me.
Yeah, so with so many other hobbies that you guys could have done, why did you guys choose cigars?
I personally find it relaxing after working, 10, 12 hours. and not necessarily a large cigar all the time, but just a little small one, just to kind of just sit back and just kind of like a woosah.
Right. Yeah.
And then pick it right back up after that.
Sure.
Just a little, you know, just a little spot out of your day just to relax.
Right. Yeah. Same scenarios for you guys. I mean, I do it to relax personally, or get out of the house. Either excuse that works that day. So is it? I think this is an obvious answer, but I have to ask it. Is it a women's only group? No men allowed?
It is women
Besides
only.
me?
Yeah, our honorary pink lady for today. It is a exclusive ladies only. We have 13 women right now in the group, but we do different events throughout the year, and our public events are for men and women.
Okay. Where did the name come from, Pink Ladies?
Well, I love Grease. I always
Okay.
wanted to be a pink lady.
I love that movie.
If you want, I can sing the song.
Go ahead.
Later. No, and I just love it. I like the color pink, so I thought it was perfect.
Yeah. So what type of events do you guys put together? Or what do you have coming for 2026?
Ooh, lots.
Well, yeah, a lot. In 2025, earlier of 2025, we did just our ladies only events where we would go to different lounges. We did some here in Toledo, we did some in Michigan, and it would just be the ladies. And later in the year, we started doing our public events. So in September, was that the first public one was September, and we did a bourbon tasting where I had a bourbon expert from Detroit come down, and we did a bourbon tasting, and then Dennis Hobson, he has his luxury mobile cigar lounge. If you've ever seen it, it's phenomenal. If not, you should see it. So he brought that over, and we had it at Cigar Fair in Maumee. And we had like 103 people.
Huge success.
Really?
Awesome
It was
event.
very beautiful.
And then in October, Keisha put together one called Puffin' with a Purpose, and we had it here at La Casa. And we told people to bring 5 non-perishable food items, and they would get $1 off a cigar. So we had a pretty good turnout. I think we had like 63, 67 people. I can't remember. But then we ended up having a total of 137 non-perishable food items that we donated to a non-profit organization here in Toledo, North Toledo. And then besides those 2 events, we did like just, private events for us where we do like arts and crafts. We made these beautiful pokers.
Sure.
We have another one coming up where we're going to turn empty cigar boxes into purses.
Okay.
We're going to do paint and sip, just things that, would just be for the core ladies. So my goal for 2026 is every other month do a public event, and then the opposite months just do an event for us ladies.
Okay. And anyone that's listening to this now and they're like, well, how do I become a member? What's the best way to get in contact with you or to be a member?
Well, to get in contact with our group, we have a Facebook page, which is just blown up. At first, I had it private, and then I just changed it to public in November, the end of November, and it's just blown up.
I think we have actually almost 100 new followers.
Really?
Since it went public.
Wow.
But the Facebook page is Pink Lady Cigar Group Toledo. So anyone can go to that now, and you can find out all the things we've done in the past, all the things that are coming up. There's an event tab on there that'll show what we have coming up for 2026. The first event that we have coming up in 2026 is a very personal one for me because it's our 1-year anniversary party. And this one is, like I said, a public event. It's for men and women. It's free. It's going to be at The Link, which is on Bancroft Road here in Toledo. It's a lounge, but they do have an enclosed patio outside where there's a pool table and everything out there where people can smoke out there. We're having the band 11. We're having DJ Lou the Mayor, and we're having the saxophone player Sax Fifth. We're going to be giving away prizes every 15 minutes. So when you come in the door, you'll get a ticket. The grand prize is a cruise. So it's going to be phenomenal. So if you're not doing anything on Saturday, January 17th, from 6 to 10, please come to the link and celebrate our 1-year anniversary with
Lots
us.
of
Yes.
excellent
Lots.
giveaways.
Come out
Yeah.
for the
We've had a
giveaways.
lot of people
What
donate.
are some of the other giveaways going on? Can you spoil it?
We have cash. All the
Everyone
prizes
loves
are
cash.
$50 or more. So some will be $50 cash, some will be gift baskets, some will be cigars, some will be gift cards, all kinds of stuff.
And again, with that grand prize being that cruise, I mean, who doesn't want
Right.
a
I know
nice
Dylan
vacation?
does.
But you do have to be present for
gotta be
present to
present.
win, though.
Okay, perfect. So we know how you can become a member now. Besides you, Stacy, why did you guys want to become members of this group?
Again, like I said, the sisterhood, and also volunteering and donating and giving back to the community and helping people. We also did for Thanksgiving. We picked 10 families. Was it 10?
Was it 9 or 10?
Nine or 10
Nine.
families. We gave them Thanksgiving baskets. So we
Huge
had
baskets.
leftover money from our event in September. We all pitched in more, and they got a turkey and all the trimmings. And the families were very, very thankful for the baskets. That was really great. So those are things moving forward this year. We're going to do more. And we also volunteer at the Cherry Street Mission, and we serve meals there. So we're going to be doing more of that over the weekends coming up in the future. So it's just a lot, traveling. We got a lot going
Sure.
on this year. We got a lot going on.
Yeah, it sounds
so
like
the Pink Ladies are about to take over Vegas in March.
Yeah.
Vegas will never be the
Oh,
same.
We're going to paint in Vegas.
We're gonna
Days
paint
in
in
Vegas.
we'll have to get a podcast after Vegas.
There's a very
After.
popular cigar lounge there called Tap and Ash, and they're welcoming us there, so that's going to
Oh,
be
look at
phenomenal.
that.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes.
So, for me, my very first cigar did not go well. I don't know if it was like this for you guys. I smoked a full-bodied cigar in probably 30 minutes, and I saw it come out 30 minutes later.
Oh, you hit it
So
hard.
you said you weren't a smoker getting into cigars.
Well, them ladies.
What was it like for you, your first
Well,
one?
they told me right off the rip, do not inhale.
Yeah,
Do
oh,
not
for
inhale. Everybody kept saying that. They
Sure.
took the cigars, they were showing me how to cut and everything. And for Christmas, my birthday, my son bought me a whole cigar kit and cutter and all. So I was just so excited just to, to be a part and be cool. Now he wants to smoke. He's
Sure.
smoking a little cigar. He went on a vacation and came back into cigars.
Yeah.
So it's more and more people, as you talk to people, when we had our event, like, oh, I smoke cigars. Oh, I smoke cigars. I didn't realize that many women smoke cigars.
Yes.
Neither did I,
Yeah.
honestly.
And it's
There's a
just,
lot.
so that part of it, I didn't have that effect, but I had some friends that had that effect from
Yeah.
them. And I said, you got to listen. And then with the education that she's always given to us, the one-on-one, and it's really been helpful.
Yeah.
Been helpful.
Any crazy cigar stories for you guys? Your first ones? How long have you guys been smoking cigars?
Me for about 4 years.
Okay, so not crazy long.
No, not crazy long.
About 2.5 years.
So I've been smoking since I was 18.
Oy.
That's when legal is 18. So 18.
Disclaimer.
We'll bleep that part out.
Yeah.
But honestly, I have stuck with the same 6-7 cigars that I
Right.
know. So Stacy, give us some 101 on people getting into cigars, what they should do and what they shouldn't do.
Well, when I started with the infused, the flavored ones. And that's what I find most of the ladies like. So I think that's what we've
Yes.
all started with
That's
and,
what I
and
like
stuck
too.
to pretty much.
Yeah.
So I always would recommend a mild one. I would recommend an infused, flavorful one. Ask them, what kind of flavors they like, and then pick one. My go-to all the time is Drew Estates. All those ladies, Leather Rose, Fat Bottom Betty,
Crazy
Alice,
Alice,
Top
Sweet
Like
James.
Those.
Those are all my chicks. All my chicks.
Sure.
Yeah.
I just recently I started going beyond that. So I've done, and I'm a little afraid of the bold, but I have had a couple bold, but they were okay. But I love My Father Blue. That's a new one. That's a phenomenal one.
It is.
And the Rare Pink that came out. Those are really good, but that's a seasonal. Oh, okay, yeah. And then I teach, for Letcher, she had never smoked before, so I can teach him how to cut the cigar, how to light the cigar. You know, obviously don't inhale. And the kind of rule of thumb is, you know, 1 puff per minute to keep your cigar lit. But that's it. And then I do like each month I put out like she was saying, a cigar 101 with different things. You know, talk about lounge etiquette, different cigars. I'll give like reviews on different cigars that come out. So that's part of being in the club is not just smoking cigars.
Is there any etiquette that's different for women than it is for men at cigar lounges? I don't know that answer personally, but
No, it's the same. You know, you dress appropriate, you're respectful. You know, you don't bring in your own cigar. I mean, you could bring in your own cigars, but
Right.
you buy a cigar
buy
or
it,
two
yeah.
for sure. You know, just be very respectful. And it's so nice going to a lounge because the people that are in cigar lounges are just all friendly. Like, you can come in a cigar lounge and make 10 friends.
right.
I mean, it's just awesome.
So what do you guys find as the biggest challenge being women smoking cigars? I know we've kind of touched that a little bit. Is it just finding groups personally, or what would you say?
My biggest challenge was, I mean, to be honest, smoking cigars is a man's world, really.
Sure.
I mean, and you know, sometimes I'll walk into a cigar lounge and you know, there's no other
woman.
I'm the only woman there, you know, and they
Yeah.
kind of look at you, and then you know, once you start talking, they're like, oh, you know, yeah, she's pretty smart about this, you know.
Yeah.
But that's my biggest thing, just kind of, people are uneasy, you know, when you walk in, and there's,
Right.
I think that's about it, though.
Do you feel the need to prove yourself when it comes to cigar knowledge when talking about it?
I think I did more so before, not so much now.
You just don't care anymore, right? I mean,
I think I've already proven myself.
Sure,
you know,
absolutely.
We're a year later.
You
so.
have a club. I've been smoking since I was 18, and I've never been offered to be in a club. So you're a step ahead of me. Yeah. What's your go-to? What's your atmosphere that you guys like for a cigar?
I like
Depends on the mood.
sexy, grown and sexy, like.
That's
You
me.
know, with the colors, the seats, you know, just the atmosphere,
Like-
the nice big ashtrays,
Yeah.
you know, that type of thing like that. And just comfortable, you know, when you get that vibe when you come in,
Just
maybe
very
some
relaxing.
jazz going on, you know, if they have a bar, you know,
So you
some
like the
good
music.
bourbon. Yeah,
drama.
Okay.
yeah, definitely no drama.
Relaxing.
Yeah.
Meet some cool people.
Yeah.
Sure.
Being in a cigar lounge is totally different than going to a bar. I mean,
Right.
it's just a whole different feel, whole different vibe, whole different atmosphere.
A bit classier.
Yes.
So do you go in for? Well, here, I guess it depends on the mood. Could you smoke a cigar with friends and not speak at all, but you also could go and talk the whole time?
For
you
sure.
find that
Absolutely.
true? I think that's the best part about cigars, and you know, we have a group that smokes out of my garage, or we come here, but it's the camaraderie that is kind of around the cigars is why we do it. We do it with pickleball, but we all hate each other while we're playing each other.
Right.
So we come here to be friends.
We come
You know
here
what I
to be
mean?
friends, right.
Do you guys prefer to smoke out of the house or at your house? Do you like getting out?
I prefer out. I have a cigar room in my house, but I've only smoked in it one time.
It's indoors?
Yeah.
I would smoke in that until it looked
I have
like
a really nice
chimney.
air purifier.
Yeah, she has a really nice ear. I don't know who is by,
nice,
but it's
though.
fabulous.
So-
I personally like smoking at home in the garage. We got the television set up
Hmm.
out there and the speaker, and in the summertime, let that garage door up, and you know, you got your own alcohol at home. But it's also nice to go out to the cigar lounges and meet other people.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a certain reason you like going out more than staying home?
Because I'm a social person.
Or
Social, yeah.
She's
Socialization,
a social
yeah.
butterfly.
And for me, my house is a non-smoker house.
okay,
So you can only smoke on my back porch if you come over.
Okay.
But if it's too many people out there, it's too much. Then I can't sleep at night. So in the summer and stuff, it's better to be on the porch and stuff. So out is better for me.
Okay.
You know.
so you mentioned you have the big event January 17th, correct?
17th.
What's your biggest event you're having in 2026?
That one.
That's the big
Yep,
one?
Our
That's
anniversary
our 1 year
celebration.
anniversary party.
And then maybe with the tequila
tasting.
tequila tasting coming up.
That could
Yeah.
get wild.
We have
Oh, yeah.
a couple other events. This year I've tried to plan things like for the year. I already got the calendar going. So in When are we doing this?
May.
May. What day is it? I can't remember.
Something like that.
It's on the page.
May 23rd. We're doing sax and ash, and that's going to be here at La Casa. We have a saxophone player that's coming, and then the next one is bourbon. Oh, we're going to Chicago in July for the Cigar Fest, and then our next event that I have on the calendar so far is August
Would be
8th, and that's going to be our tequila tasting, and that's going to be at Cigar Affair in Maumee. So that'll be similar to our bourbon one, but it'll be tequila. So that'll be a big turnout too.
Okay.
Yes.
Anyone can, well, not anyone, any female can be part of your group, but if you were to say you don't want, this is an odd question to ask or a hard question to ask, what type of person should join your group?
Well,
Or the other way, what type of person don't you want in this group?
Well,
you don't want the drama, clearly.
No,
Yeah.
no drama. No drama.
well, right now we have 4 ladies on the waiting list that would like to be in our club. So after January 17th, we'll invite them out, probably here or another cigar lounge, and just meet with them to see, get to know them, and they can get to know us, see if they're a good fit for our club, or if we're a good fit for them.
Sure.
And like I was saying earlier, it's not, just about smoking cigars. There are certain rules that are in place now: participation, etiquette, and then education. So you have to be willing to do those things. You have to be willing to volunteer and participate in the community things that we do as well.
What type of etiquette would one expect from the group?
Well, I expect from everyone to, dress appropriately, to be respectful, like I mentioned before. Again, don't bring in your own cigars and not purchase anything when we're at a lounge. So just those basic things.
Is there a cost to be a member of the group?
No.
Just participation per se?
No membership fees.
And what would they be participating in? You're saying the community events and things like that?
They'd have to be willing to go through the volunteering orientation for Cherry Street Mission. And then we are going to take on a second organization this year, a nursing home, to do volunteering at. They would also have to, it's mandatory for you to be at all of the public events.
Okay.
The private events and other things that we do are optional, but the public events are mandatory. We have a quarterly mandatory meeting. And just, like you said, no drama. Like these ladies in the club,
We're
probably would
all
have
of
never.
a certain age.
Yeah, anywhere from the youngest person we had in the group was 30 to 60, so it's a quite a range. 62.
62.
But she looks so good. But yeah, the sisterhood, like I said, a lot of these women, I would have never met them in my life if it wasn't for cigars. And I love these ladies.
So you guys do the charitable acts. When you could just smoke cigars and have a good time, why did you decide it was a good idea to do some community outreach?
Oh, we want to give back. We want to give back. We want to know that we're out there to help people. We want to know that we care about people and their well-being, and we want to make a difference in the community. That's the main thing. We want to make a difference. We don't want to just smoke cigars. We want to have fun and be able to help someone else too and give back to the community. It's always good to give back.
And how often are you doing those type of events that they need to participate in?
Well, we just started the volunteering towards the end of 2025. So we did it in September, we did it in October, we did it in November, in December.
So about once a month they would be participating in something?
Probably every other month.
Every other month, okay.
I mean, it was a lot because I put in a lot at the end of the year because we were just, when we first started, we didn't do anything.
Right.
So.
Or as needed, some might pop up. Everybody may not come and show up. Maybe a few can. We just try to support whoever's available to support that person and what they have going on at that time.
Right.
Yes.
When you guys go to these events and people ask, well, what group are you from? What's the response when you're like, well, we're from a ladies cigar club? What's the response like?
Oh, they all want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
They want to be a part.
Surprise.
How can I be in there? How can I join? How can I this? I want to, I like that.
Do you
I
have
smoke,
a page?
Yeah.
Can I follow your page? What do you
Yeah.
guys do? I think they're very surprised because, hearing about a ladies cigar club, it's like, wow. I think, because it is you got more women are starting to smoke, and it started kind of slow, and it's really picking up. And to be the only one here in Toledo, I mean, to just hear people that say, "Oh yeah, I smoke," would have never thought as many women smoke
Right.
that do.
Yeah,
But now
that's true.
that they hear that there's other women that do, and they have a club, it's like they're starting to come out.
Right.
You know, which is really good.
And so many people in Toledo are aware of us now. Like I'll go places and they're like, "Oh, you're the pink lady." Nobody knows my name's Stacy. It's just,
Right.
"You're the pink lady."
Sure.
Yeah.
So what's the big goal for you guys? Is there a certain size that you want to get with members? Is there certain events you want to be able to do? What's the 5 years from now goal look like?
Not too big.
Not too big.
Not too big.
We want to rule the world.
Yeah,
Sure.
We just want.
At one
girls
point we
rule the
had
world.
at one point we had 20 members, and that was a lot. So I think 15, that's probably a good spot. 15, 16.
And you have 13 now. So what happened to the other 7? We have to ask. Did they-
Some chose to leave because they just, didn't have time to do
time.
everything, and others they just might not have been a good fit after all.
How does one approach the conversation of you're not a good fit?
Tough talk.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have a contract. When I first met them, I met with Keisha and Stacy, and we met out, and they
sign the
asked me a
contract.
lot of questions. But I'm just saying it was a good vibe,
Yeah.
And then I stepped away for a second. They talked a little bit to see if I was a fit or whatever. I thought that was good because you do need to know. They got to know who I was, a little individual. But as moving forward, we changed a couple of little things when we had our quarterly meeting. So hopefully, we can subject to change and switch up some things from time to time. But you just got to be committed and want to be a part. When any club that you're in, you got to be committed to put some time in to do some things.
Right.
So that's all we ask.
Yeah, so I have an agreement contract that I
Yes.
ask the ladies to sign, and it
They sign
basically
it.
just outlines the things that are expected.
Yeah.
I mean, and, if they don't feel they can, they have enough time to do it, then obviously they're not going to be a good fit. So.
So some of the questions, I guess I'll call it in the interview process that you have with these people. What are some questions they might expect?
Do you have time?
Yeah, that's a big one.
Are you committed?
Are you committed?
Because just like with anything, sometimes you may say, "Oh yeah, I'm committed," and then you get into it and you don't know until you're actually in it.
Right.
And then that's how we had some women that end up leaving because it was more than what they thought, they got. But you don't. So again, you don't know until you're in it, and it's like, well, and it was no bad feelings type of thing. It's just that if you're very busy and we have X, Y, and Z to do over here, then you have to make the
Right.
choice of what's good for you.
Like Letcher and Carla, they're probably the 2 most recent people to join the club, and they are like the best. Like they do everything that we ask them to do. They're they're very supportive. They participate.
Good
they're
communication.
Yeah, great communication. Awesome.
What is, you guys are saying, are you committed? What does committed look like? Not just time, but is it being involved in the group, talking to
responding.
each other?
Talking, responding back to text messages,
Yeah, we
to
have a group chat.
group chats, coming up with ideas and planning. It's not just one person. We all brainstorm
Right.
and come up, and we come collective. Everybody's creativity has been awesome. We can use a little bit of everybody, and that's one thing Stacy wanted to know. She wanted to get to know each other one-on-one to see what good everybody has in them to bring to the group.
Yeah.
So I bring something different. She brings something different. Everybody brings, and together it's awesome. And for me to sit back and be a part of a group that I don't have to control, it's awesome. And I can depend and rely that whatever they bring in and doing is there. And that's just a big relief. Big relief.
And I when anyone comes to the group, I've tried to find out, I get to know them. I know all of them like really well. I think I do anyway. So more recently, I kind of was asking them like a lot of the ladies have their own businesses. So I wanted to know what their talents are and how I can incorporate their talents into the group.
Right.
So
So when you're going through this, I'm calling it the interview process again. Which is great. I think it's because you don't want one person to ruin the whole thing.
Exactly.
Which 100% can happen.
Yes.
How fast would they know if they're in the group? That day? Or do you take some time and you talk to the other
We're gonna take
ladies?
some time
Yeah,
now.
now
Okay.
the process
Yeah,
is
now
going to
we
take a
got-
little time.
You know, we got to hang out with us. You
Okay.
know, hang out a couple of times, get to see, you know, feel the vibe, you know, see if it's a perfect fit for you and a perfect fit for us, you know, as a group.
Is, Sean mentioned this before, but pickleball is similar to cigar smoking. If we weren't playing, I just want to be there for the camaraderie, right? And I've talked about this on separate episodes of my podcast. Is I've asked them, if pickleball wasn't involved, would we still be friends?
Right.
Would you guys still hang out if cigars weren't
I believe
here?
so.
Yeah,
I believe
Absolutely.
so. Yeah, I
Absolutely.
believe so now, and I believe so. Like recently, I just had surgery on my foot, and all the sisters have reached out,
Okay.
you know, to me, and I thought that was very nice and kind. So we do things like that. So
It's good to form. It's very similar to pickleball. Like as we're talking, like if it wasn't there, we'd still be friends. And like when I had a kid actually it was a year ago, but the same friends I had then were all have a good time off. I took quite a few months off from having a kid, and it was nice. Like you have that community around you. Everything you do, I feel like you need a community around you to be your best.
Exactly.
Now, having said that, you said you want 20 people as your
No, I don't.
top
want
up. You don't want 20.
15 to 16. 20 was too much.
Give us
Yeah.
why 20 is too much.
Oh, it was too much for all of us. A lot of the ladies had came to me and said, we don't even have the opportunity to get to know everybody because, we get together, we just talk. Like, it's, yeah.
and some,
Yeah, so it's hard. It was hard.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I got to know everyone, but it's hard for everyone else to get to know everybody.
Right.
And it's, like my point, I'm going around personally, the ones I don't spend a lot of time with, and I want to get to know them a little bit different. And I'm glad I'm doing that because it's awesome to get to know somebody one-on-one a little different than as a group because you have your cliques,
Sure.
so we just try to get around and get to know each other. Yeah.
And 20 would be too much.
Yeah.
Too many.
And I don't think, when we had 20, I think there was the clicks, but now I don't think there's clicks. What do you
It's
guys
more
think?
open.
No.
I don't
think
think
it's
there
more
is
open
now.
now. Like,
No,
Yeah. You
I
hate-
personally, I'm not from here,
Okay.
so to meet, I work. I just go to work. So to meet different people, and like I said, I've got to really know all the ladies, personally too. And I think the larger that you have, the larger group you have, it's a little bit harder, And when you have a smaller group that you can depend, people are all committed and they all have the same purpose that you. It's much easier.
Right.
Much easier.
less conflict with planning.
Yes.
True. Yeah.
When I first met Keisha, she came to the very first meeting. So I was like, I thought, ooh, she's a little rough. I might be scared of her.
I'm a little rough.
but I absolutely love Keisha now. I think I talk to her like every day.
I'm a little rough. She hit
I
that
got to know
right on the nose.
Keisha and all the Keishas.
And all the Keishas.
And I never thought that way about you.
You find out.
So yeah, it's funny. We have a giant group thread for pickleball that started out everyone would text in there. Months later, no one texts in there, and then there's these very small cliques. I'll call it cliques. Well, I call it groups because it's less toxic. But you have 4 here, 4 here, 4 here. When in general it was like 40 people, I think, was in that group chat. But it is. In any scenario, you get too many people, someone might not get along with so-and-so, so they
Exactly.
start pulling. Is that
Yeah.
essentially your fear was something like that?
I don't think it was. I mean, it wasn't anyway not getting along. It was just hard for everyone to get to know each other. That's what it was. It was just hard for all of the ladies to get to know all of the other ladies.
Okay, and it makes
For
sense.
work schedules and
Yeah.
availability. Like I'm an empty nester, so I can pretty much come and available pretty much a lot. More so than someone else that may have a family, a husband, or something else. So everybody is different in hours, the shifts that they work. Some work 6-7 days a week, 12 hours. I work 8 Monday through Friday. So it's different.
Right.
Yeah.
How often are you guys smoking together, weekly or monthly?
It's about
At
weekly.
least I'd say at least once a month.
Once a month?
But we'll
Some
do.
is weekly to a couple of them.
Yes, I mean it just depends. Like when we have time. Like a
Whoever's
lot of times
available.
somebody will say, "Hey, you know, I'm
Going
going to be
to
at
such
such
and
and
such.
such.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, you know, a few
It-
ladies will show up.
2 last questions, and then we'll kind of talk about your events a little bit more, so we make sure to promote that. Give me one piece of a tool for cigars that you never leave the house without.
Lighter.
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 Okay.
It's got this new one. I'm just learning how to use it. It's very, very
That's a
high tech.
blowtorch.
Very
Yeah.
high
Yeah.
tech.
Yeah.
Could start a
A
house on fire
cutter.
with that.
A cutter. It depends if what type of cut you like.
Yep.
And give me your, if you were to, okay, there's a 2-part question. Each of you can answer it. If you were to recommend a beginner a cigar and someone who's looking to upgrade their palate a little bit more, what would you say?
Sweet and mild. Yes.
Okay.
That's what they told me.
Yep.
Okay.
And I agree, sweet and mild, and I agree having a cutter, a lighter, and being prepared, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would say my first cigar was Fat Bottom Betty, so I always recommend that. And there's people, you know, very experienced smokers that still smoke Fat Bottom
Sure.
Betty. So Fat Bottom Betty would be my first suggestion. And then now it would be, what is it, El Paso Upsetter? Or what is it called?
El Sapo, the green
El
one.
Sapo Upsetter with the green
Yes.
wrapper. Oh my God.
Yes.
If you have not tried it, it is
Do
phenomenal.
they have it here? Come get me one today.
No, they don't.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. I started off with the Drew Estates, the ladies, the Fat Bottom Betties and Crazy Alice, all of them. I have since, my new favorite one would be the Tatiana line.
Okay.
And that's a nice flavored one. But what's vastly becoming my favorite is the green Upsetters El Sapo.
Okay.
Just the smell
The
of it
smell
is
of it.
phenomenal.
If I lit it right now, everyone in here would smell
Yeah,
it.
she
It
introduced
is-
me to it.
It is absolutely
Okay.
wonderful.
And for you?
I would say like Keisha said, the Tatiana. When I first started smoking, it's been probably about 15 years, and it was through an old boyfriend that I was dating. He was a big time cigar smoker, so he would buy me cigars, and a lot of the cigars he would buy me were for him.
Yeah.
And
The real
so
big ones.
Right.
I started liking the flavored ones, so
Yeah.
I started with the flavor, and I really never paid attention to the different kinds until I got into this group.
Sure.
I just smoked just
Yeah.
because. you
Right.
know. But now I'm valuing more of what I smoke. You know,
Okay.
I pay attention. So
Yeah, when it comes to drinks and when it comes to cigars, I like it very, how I described it in the past was girly. Don't take offense to that. But my friends would drink beers and they would drink the darkest cigar you could find. And I was there with a margarita and a coffee flavored cigar.
And that's why you're a peak lady
Before we're done here, Stacy, where can we find you? Where can people join you guys and tell us about give us the details one more time about your upcoming event.
Okay, before I do that, can I ask you about some pickleball?
Go ahead.
Okay, so how would you recommend starting in pickleball? Because I
Well-
keep hearing about it, and I've never done it. One of the ladies in the group, she's not here, but she's actually done it before at the one
Okay.
downtown.
Yes, so that's primarily where I play. I would recommend if you're trying to learn how to play,
Yes.
I would try to find someone that would give you a lesson. You know, they actually do group events down there, and they would take your whole group and teach you how to play. You guys would play for an hour, and then you can eat or do whatever you want.
Nice.
But if you're just looking to have fun, go down there, rent 2 courts, bring everybody. They'll teach you the rules, or if I'm down there, I'll teach you the rules. Honestly, we just had this discussion on the podcast. If you don't have fun doing it, don't do it. There's been times where I've played and I just hate it. I'm just there because it's routine, and I take time off until I like it again.
Okay.
Same with cigars. If
Yeah.
you're not having a good time, just stop smoking for a second.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I used
That's
to be
the
a
best way.
mean badminton player.
Oh, okay.
And I'm
See,
very competitive, so.
if you have any racket sport background, you have an advantage.
Okay.
100%. Or soccer. Anyone play soccer?
Nope.
I did in the
Softball.
past, and it helped me. That's it. Except today, I fell down. I did a couple tumbles. Dylan was there. He laughed before checking on me, but that's besides the point.
Hey, good friend.
Yeah, and Sean, obviously, you think most people see this sport and it's a bunch of older people playing, and you'll see mostly younger people playing. However, you can end up like Sean, and his wrist doesn't even work anymore.
So is it fair? Is it more men or is it more women or is it 50-50?
It used to be all mostly men you would see. Now it's becoming 50-50.
Oh, wow.
Honestly is. I mean, the best player, I shouldn't say the best player, the most well-known player is female when it comes to the sport. So, if that says anything.
Yeah.
So that's the best way to get into it. If you're looking to get into it, go downtown, rent some courts, just have fun.
Yeah, I was telling her, I said if we made a group, we would be the pink pickleball puffers.
There you go. They have leagues down there, and you can
There it
name your
is, the
own
pink
little
pickleball
group, and there you
There
go.
it is.
So
Get ready.
The
That's the
t-shirts
best
are
way
the
okay,
The
I'll wear
PDPs
one.
are coming for you.
best.
So that's the best way to do it. Any other questions? It's actually extremely hard to understand how the scoring works. It takes a couple times.
Wow.
It's the hardest part of the game. You don't even have to be holding a racket, but to understand how the score works, it's annoying.
Unbelievable.
There's three numbers that are detailed with two people scoring. It doesn't make any sense, but it's besides the point. Give us your event. Where can we find you?
Okay, you can find us on Facebook at Pink Ladies Cigar Group Toledo. Our next event is our 1-year anniversary. It's January 17th from 6 to 10 at the Link at 2637 West Bancroft in Toledo. After that, you can see all the events on our Facebook page. There's an event tab, and you can go see. The next one is in May, and then we have another big one in August.
Okay, and if someone is looking to be in the interview process, they can find you on Facebook. They just message you, and you kind of
Or at
set it up
events.
from there.
Yep. Or come up to us at our events and show
Yep.
interest.
Okay.
And we'll
Yep,
be
the-
in touch with them.
The 4 ladies that are on the so-called waiting list, I personally invited them to our anniversary party, so
Okay.
we'll hopefully have a chance to talk to them a little bit there.
And we'll post all your links in our bios on Instagram and stuff like that. Before we say goodbye, I have to give a shout out to you live close to Pickle Zone, correct?
Yes.
They're doing a tournament actually the same day as your event. January 17th.
What time?
Well, it's a better time. It's from 2 to 5. It's $75 a player. Same partner plays throughout the tournament. First place is $300 cash prize. Is that per player? I see /player. That's per player? It's pretty solid.
I'm taking classes.
There she goes.
I'm on it.
She's going
I'm
to use
on
that
it.
money to buy cigars.
So you go there, win your $300, and then come to us and win a
Right.
cruise.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to
So-
support her.
There we go. So go to the tournament, then go to this event. Thank you, ladies, for coming on. Thanks for explaining all of this.
Thank you.
We'll post all of this in our bios on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. But with that, thank you, and we'll catch you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just
Thank
being
you.
pink.